Are your dogs calm and walking loose leash from the very start of the walk? Or do your exercises tend to start off with a bit of a jolt and pull? Some people may not mind their dogs pulling and still have full control over their dogs, whereas I like to have my dogs completely loose leash walk from the very start to the very end of every exercise session. When the novelty of the big wide world is so appealing to dogs, sometimes opening that gate or front door is all it takes to get them lunging, pulling, or even running away. Take just 3 to 5 minutes twice a day to put all your dog's gear on, put all your gear on, open the door and reward inside. Notice how I am tossing the food away from the entrance so the dogs learn that when the door opens, the good stuff is inside behind them. I then take off all the dog's equipment, play a rowdy game, put all the dog's equipment back on, repeat 1 to 3 times until the dog is so bored, and then we end the session, go inside and sit down. The dog will soon learn that putting equipment on and seeing the front door open does not mean an adventure. The novelty will be instantly lower. The excitement of turning around and looking inside when the front door or gate is open will be huge. As you can see, my adult bauble here is so well versed in the game, I don't even bother having him on leash. The puppy, however, still has the leash on just in case there is a cat or anything else that runs by, as we never know what the world may throw at us. When I do want the dogs to walk out with me, I say the release word, free, to signal that we are now crossing the threshold. I then wait in complete silence for them to become bored with the external world, turn around and come back inside for a game and rewards. It is super important that this game is played in silence, because if the dog is only responding to you calling its name, saying a cue, saying anything to the effect of don't go out there, the dog will only learn to stay inside the property as long as you are present saying that cue. What happens if a family member opens up the door? What happens if the wind blows it open? What happens if the leash fails? You want the dog to just automatically do the right thing without hearing you have to tell them. Always finish off each session with a very rowdy game, a jackpot rewards, anything at all to make the dog feel that the payoff was truly worth staying inside the property. Take the time to plan ahead and set up what equipment you want to take with you on every single walk. Sensible footwear and clothing, cameras, multiple leashes including backup leashes, what kind of rewards you're taking with you, what kind of equipment you want the dogs to wear, and it always pays to have a toy with you for a backup or secondary reward. There are heaps of different considerations to take into account when walking with giant breeds. Plan ahead to consider what challenges you might face, how you think you're going to overcome them, how you think you're going to manage and control the situation and the dogs, and then remain consistent every single walk. You may notice here as they exit through the gate how they turn around and hesitate. This is them waiting to see whether we're playing the game to run back inside. Hence, we have started the walk already with full focus on me, not charging ahead into the novel environment. The dogs will sniff the tree, then they will cross into their respective positions, as I do have a side preference for where I want them to stay while walking. I will reward them repeatedly for remaining in those positions, and they can sniff to their heart's content on either side of me so long as they remain within their leash radius without any pressure whatsoever on the leashes. Of course, loose leash training out in the real world is different all over again, training against the dynamic, ever-changing environment. However, starting every single walk already calm, already engaged with you as the handler will set you and your dogs up for success.